Hello, abnormal members. This is for my members, Patreon and members. You will receive this video first before everybody else. I have a small encounter I wanted to share with you guys, and this is one of your member accountings encounters for the month. Sorry about that. I don't know why I have accounting on my mind. It's probably because I'm sitting here reading accounting. It's on a piece of paper. Seems like I say what I read. All right, guys, let's get into this one. June 17th, 2021. Moon phase was a waxing crescent. Location, North Carolina. I'm 17 now, but the story takes place when I was about 12 or 13. I was getting off of my usual bus stop at around 4:30 p.m. in the evening. From there, I had an 8-minute walk down somewhat sort of a long, crooked road. See, where I live is a new housing development, and because of this, on my left side of the road was pure swamp and dense woods, while on my right were a few houses here and there. As I was walking home, I had the feeling of unease, and I felt as if I was being watched. Now, to be straight honest, I got this feeling a lot when I was near or in the woods, so I blew the feeling off as being scared or territorial forest animal watching me, as usually I did. As I continued, the feeling of being watched never left. I was about 70 yards from my home when I heard it. The sound of something walking in the woods, leaves and branches breaking underneath its heavy feet. It sounded as if the creature was following me while using the forest as cover to not be seen. So I stopped in my tracks to see if I could see anything in the forest. To see what or who was walking, but I saw nothing. Nothing at all. I thought maybe it was all in my head until as soon as I started walking, again, the thing in the woods started walking as well. So I stopped walking and it stopped. I start walking again and it starts walking again. This thing, this creature, was following me and walking the same pace as me. Stopping when I stopped, walking when I walked. I found this quite odd, but this seemed to be as if the creature was stalking me, watching me make sure I did not approach it or come anywhere near it. And that's when I saw a rock being launched at me. It was a small rock, but still frightening. Not sure what to do, I picked up a small rock and I threw it back into the woods. I wanted to see how the creature would react. Would it run away or would it follow me still? But nothing happened. No sounds of running or walking occurred. Assuming the creature was still there, I hurried the rest of the way home, into the backyard where my father was, to tell him about my experience. Now, you may think this is where the story ends, but it doesn't. After telling my father and my young brother about the experience, I tell my younger neighbor about what happened, and we decided we would go into the woods to see if we could find what we thought to be a Bigfoot. Me and my dad love watching mountain monsters, so we decided we would do what they did when hunting for a supposed Bigfoot. We grabbed a big stick and hit the tree with 3 large hits. Nothing at first, so my dad hit the tree 3 times once more. That's when my dad yells at me, my brother, and my neighbor that something behind a big fallen tree trunk. At first, we thought he was seeing things until I saw a dark figure behind the fallen trunk. It had dark brownish fur, and it was thick, and the creature was huge, very huge, even though it was crouched. Wanting to catch its attention, I picked a thicker branch and slammed it into a tree a 3rd time, with 3 loud smacks. For a minute, it was quiet, and then my dad yells at us to run. Just trusting him, we come busting out of the forest to the neighbor's house. Safe and out of the woods, I asked my dad, why were we running? My dad calmly tells me that when I wasn't paying attention and the creature behind the fallen trunk began to rise and stand, my dad, not wanting to be there any longer, made us run. I thank him for making us run, because who knows what would have happened if we were there any longer. I love going in the woods, and I still do. This encounter is one of my many encounters from the woods, but seeing it with my dad is definitely a memory that I will never forget. Was it standing up to rush us, or was it just standing up to see us, standing up to show us away? We will never know, because we ran away with my dad. But I will tell you, tree knocks work if you want to get a visual. Thank you for listening to my story and sharing, and I hope for all of you that are hunting them, maybe I've helped you be able to have your encounter. I would suggest probably not doing that. If you're out there beating on trees again, you still don't know what you're saying. That could be some kind of a code. We don't even know for sure if they're tree knocks. I have a theory that it may not even be tree knocks, that it might be some kind of a vocalization that they're using from their enhanced vocal cords that may be passed down from the fallen angels, to the Nephilim, and then them being the descendants of the Nephilim, that they may have some special abilities and able to do this. If you're going to do this, I would say do it at your own risk, and you probably are going to have an encounter. I know a lot of people that do these, what they call wood knocks, do have a lot of encounters, but be careful what tree you knock on, because something just might answer. Until next time, guys, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner, and don't be ringing that dinner bell out in the woods, because it just might come to eat.